Hi, I'm Callie, and I'm going to be talking about Brazil and climate change today. The following slides have a lot of information, so I'm not going to go over everything that's listed in the slides, but feel free to pause the video if you want to learn more about the topic that's being discussed. Alright, so a little bit about the country of Brazil. It is the largest country in Latin America, in 8.5 million square kilometers. A large portion of Brazil is rainforest. And a little bit about the society, it's a developing country with the fastest growing economy in the world. Brazil was a part of the 2016 Paris Climate Agreement, where they pledged a 37% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions by 2025, promote afforestation by 2030, and come to zero illegal deforestation by 2030. They also pledged to source 45% of energy from renewable sources. Here's some data about Brazil's current energy consumption as of 2017. It's considered a global leader in clean energy, and 37% of its total energy is clean. 28% of its total energy comes from hydroelectric power. In terms of electricity, 66% of electricity used is hydroelectric, but the country is trying to decrease their dependence on this power source because any expansion of it would mean further deforestation and flooding of the Amazon rainforest, and it is also highly susceptible to drought, meaning that there have been widespread power outages in times of drought throughout the country. These graphs show that Brazil's total CO2 emissions as of 2014 was 1.36 gigatons, but these graphs also show that deforestation promotes most of their emissions rather than the burning of fossil fuels like most other countries. However, it should be noted that fossil fuel emissions have been increasing in recent years. So a little bit about Brazil's current politics and climate change. In summary, the country is focusing on its growing economy over other environmental policies. The Ministry of the Environment is pledged to be completely diminished soon, and during the president-elect's campaign, he proposed to completely withdraw from the Paris agreements. There's a lot of projected natural resource abuse in coming years. By 2040, there's an estimated 70% increase in oil production from offshore drilling, and there's also a projected tripling of deforestation during the current presidency. Peeking into the future of Brazil, if CO2 emissions are not reduced and global warming reaches alarming temperatures, it's found that the country is moderately to well prepared for its capacity to adapt to climate change and is at an intermediate risk for being affected by climate change. However, it was found that with global warming, the country is predicted to go into poverty with increased temperatures. In summary, Brazil is regressing in its policies against climate change. Brazil could be a leader and continue to reduce deforestation rates and increase clean energy means. However, the current government backs the opposite due to economic improvement from natural resource exploitation. The long-term effects due to climate change could potentially lead the country into poverty, famine, and dangerous weather patterns. Thanks for tuning in, and here's a list of all of the websites I used for my information, and feel free to visit them if you want to get more information about anything. Thanks.